Hello, and welcome back to another stream. This should have, by all rights, been Iconoclast, and I am still going to finish Iconoclast, although I've been streaming it so much, I think I'm just going to do like one big stream this weekend to kind of wrap that up. So right now what I'm going to do instead, because I'm very excited for the remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 plus 2 that's going to be coming out, is I'm going to play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 tonight for the PlayStation. Now, a little bit of backstory on this. I had a demo disc for this back in 2000, and you could only play it for 2 minutes at a time, which is usually the standard run for the old games anyways, I guess. But I played that demo disc for just days and days on end. I just couldn't get enough of it, just doing 2-minute runs trying to get the highest score that I possibly could. So, weirdly enough, I'm not positive I had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 back in the day. I know I had the original, I know I had 3, definitely on the GameCube, I believe. But I'm not positive I had 2. When I went and looked at the games in my collection, I have, and I cannot remember where it came from. I thought it was from that game collector, but he sent me Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 a couple of years ago. I have an unopened copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, so I'm going to open this right now, and I've got the old Fat Boy PS3 set up right now to play this. So I'm going to go ahead and open this thing up and play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Yes! Much nostalgia. Morrow, hello! Beck, what's up? Nathan, howdy. How are you? So, yeah, opening a new PlayStation game. Didn't think that would be something I would be doing in 2020, but here we are. So, if I can get this open, it is a perfectly pristine copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And it looks great, aside from a few light scratches, which is weird because it's a sealed game. Now, hopefully, the PlayStation will play this without issue. I had no problems with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, but, you know, anything could happen. These old PlayStation 3s are basically time bombs. It actually pains me to play on the PlayStation 3. And I don't even have, it's not even a DualShock, it's a 6-axis. And I'm leaving it plugged in because I don't know how reliable the battery is in this thing. But we're going to find out together, so it should be a good time. It does hurt to open it, I'll admit that, but, you know, what are you going to do? I thought that to myself when I opened Sakura Wars for PS. I bet that's not an easy game to come by, right? And here's the thing, I'm betting I'm going to be pretty bad at this. But I took to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 the other day. Pretty quickly. And I thought I was going to be able to stream, and that's the thing. I know I said I was going to start streaming on a more regular basis, and that's true, but for reasons I'm not quite ready to go into just yet, I'm going to be scaling back streaming a little bit in the coming weeks, because I got some stuff going on that I've got to take care of first. But videos will still be coming out Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then last week was just crazy for work. It was absolutely insane, so I'm, you know, just taking care of some stuff, but it's gonna be good, I think. Also, this looks gloriously pixelated. And yeah, the music is largely the reason I know this stream is going to get super demonetized. Mara says, I missed this game. Well, I'm glad that you can relive some nostalgia here. And the music, and that's the thing, I'm so glad that for the remakes, that they were able to secure so many of the original tracks, including this song from Rage Against the Machine. They didn't get everything. I think the original track list was 26. I think they got 18 of them, which is still pretty good. And I'm sure they'll put some, or I would assume they would put some new songs in as well to compensate for that. But I guess we'll have to see. Now I have not. Let me see. I think I can smooth this out a little bit. Screaming as normal. Let's turn smoothing on to make it a little less pixelated, and then let's get a memory card in there. Did that work? I hope so. And I guess we'll just do career mode. I'm not gonna do free skate. New career. Yeah, this controller feels so comically light compared to modern controllers. It's nuts. Possibly the most influential skateboarder of all time, Tony has invented hundreds of tricks, including the Stalefish, Madonna, and 720, and is the only person to land the vaunted 900. Although as of 2020, I can't remember the name of the skater that somebody's done a 1260. So that's interesting. Oak City, what's up, man? How are you doing today? Oh, it takes so long to load everybody. I mean, I guess I could do Tony. I don't think Tony is the best at street skating, though. I think he lives more in vert than anything. Who should I beat? Or if you have a preference for a particular skater, let me know. Because I saw someone. I do like Eric Costin. Um, there was... Who was it? People had asked about BAM, but I don't think BAM showed up till Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, and then they focused heavily on BAM for other later entries in the series. Mythical, hello. I only started Tony Hawk's Pro Skater with 4, but I absolutely loved 4. Really looking forward to 1 and 2. Really hope for the same stream for 3 and 4. I would be very happy they did 3 and 4. The 3 was my favorite soundtrack out of all of them. Maybe that's heresy, I'm not sure, but, you know. And how are you doing tonight, Mythical? Thank you for swinging in. I have the original remake of this game, the best version of this game, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X. I don't think I ever had that one. I'm terrible. Life sucks. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully I can, you know, abate some of that tonight. We can just, you know, chill out, listen to some good tunes, play some Tony Hawk. Maro says go Tony. That's fine. We can go Tony. Buy stats. Can I buy any off the bat? I don't know if I can. We'll see. No, that takes money. And again, I'm even though we're doing career, I'm not out to, like, you know, perform extremely well. I'm just out to get more of a feel for the game, since it's been a long time since I've played. It is kind of great to be playing again, though. Okay, playing Call of Duty Chinese mobile. How is that? I've not played Call of Duty in a minute, mobile or otherwise. High score of 10,000 gets $100. Pro score of 25,200. I think I can get a pro score in a 2-minute run. Collecting skate, I probably won't be able to do. I can't for the life of me remember where all the letters would be. 5 pilot wings, nose grind over the pipe, potentially. I believe if the controls are like 3 was that I was playing this weekend, then I think triangle is for grind, circles for grabs. But then again, I'm not sure. Not the best start. And I don't know if I can stall if there's a meter for it. I know there are a few tracks not returning to 1 and 2, but do we know if there will be any extra? I'm sure there will be. Let's see if I can focus a little bit more here and actually land something. Because we are talking, like, years and years out of practice. And I don't know if you can do like bowl transfers and stuff in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 either. And I'm very curious to see how they've reimagined these levels. Like, I know that the what was it? The warehouse was lightened up considerably. Nope, nope, that's not gonna do it. Yeah, there's no balance bar in this one. Break the glass between the section to get the other barrels. Wait, where? Doing the same level over. I mean, I need to make some progress anyways. Well, I think at least I got the pro score. Career A is fine. I don't need to be fancy. Getting back in the swing here a little bit, yeah, and that's kind of the goal, right? Like, I've not, because again, like for me, the Tony Hawk series went kind of downhill right around Thug 2, probably. Like, I liked Thug 2, but like when I played American Wasteland, like I did it to get like achievement points on the 360, but I didn't. You know, there wasn't anything after that I was not really into. See if I can get either the pile of wings or the barrels. I will focus a little bit less on tricks. Because there's one in here, right? Oh no! It looked painful. With no balance bar, is it automatic or just based on character animation? I think it's just based on animation. I don't want to say it's arbitrary, but it probably has something to do with each skater's stats. I would imagine how long they can hold a stall or something. Oh no, that's gonna hurt. So easy to pair a DualShock 4 also. Oh, it's sick on the iPad? And that's the thing, I think people underestimate, like, how good that machine is for gaming. Like, I was thinking, like, you can do, Fortnite at 120 frames per second. Or 120 hertz, I guess. On the iPad Pro. Because it's got that, 120 hertz refresh rate. Oh, the glass. I see. Hold on. That was not clean. Can I get the barrels before time runs out? Maybe? Yeah. Better than nothing. Ooh, that was sloppy. The iPad is amazing. Like, I'm a big fan. I'm going to cheap out and get the 11-inch one. Oh, no. I could have gotten the 12.9. I've had the 12.9. I prefer the 11. How does it feel playing this again? It feels great. Like, again, great gameplay will stand the test of time, right? Nobody goes back to Pac-Man because they're like, oh, the graphics were amazing. I mean, even though, like, yeah, you can have a certain retro sentimentality for retro graphics, sure, but, good gameplay can stand up forever. Like, obviously, this game looks super ugly compared to what we've become accustomed to in the modern era, but it's still super fun. And again, it surprises me exactly not at all that I spent so much time with just a 2-minute demo disc. Sam, what's up? Why are you playing Tony Hawk? Because Morrow made me. It's not my fault. I didn't do this to us. I could have picked Rodney Mullen, Mars says, I need to redo? No, I'm just trying to get the wings this time. I don't care if I get, like, an amazing score or anything. Do you have any Tony Hawk games, Maro? I assume you're going to be getting the remake. Is that a correct statement? Abaddon! $10 super chat. What's up, man? Thank you so much. How goes your evening? Sub question, are you also pumped for Tony Hawk? Because I'm pretty excited for it. Ugh, these landings are terrible, though. Where were the one was over... Where was the other one? Is it over here? I know there are 5. Yes, many thanks. Josh, don't be weak, you can do... I know I can do better, but... I said this is a reacclimation stream, okay? I am practicing to get back into the Tony Hawk series, so of course I'm gonna bail out like crazy. I thought you were doing this for the remake? I mean, I am. But the remake is still a ways out, but, I missed it. And this game is still super fun despite its humble presentation. E.T., what's up, man? Apparently Mara is the main underlying source of the very root as to why we as a community get peer pressured immensely. Thanks, by the way. She's very good at peer pressure. She's tremendous at it. And Marcel, I played this back when I was young with my cousin, so we had them and I played it with him. I kind of got addicted, too much addicted. Never owned it because it was my cousin's. I gotcha. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll spend on some stats, and we'll unlock a new level, and we'll continue to explore Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And I'm capturing this footage, so I can't wait to do like a comparison to see just how much they've been updated whenever you move this over to 4K. Of course I'm going to do one. Have faith in me. It's not that I don't have faith in you, but maybe you're like, I'm going to wait for a price drop, or, and I don't think this is unwarranted, you want to wait and see what critical response is like, because honestly, Tony Hawk games, even though, in their heyday they were masterful, they didn't exactly stay that way, right? I mean, there's a reason we haven't seen a new Tony Hawk in a minute. I think it had some slight redemption around the Project 8 era. If you don't call me out, Ella Josh is how am I evil? I'm playing Tony Hawk. Not calling out if it's the truth. That's right. Buy stats? Hold on. How much money do I even have? 550 bucks? I feel like Tony needs more air. And I think I still have enough left to, I don't want to spend all of it because I want to buy new levels to mess around in. Yes. I don't care for the new Tony Hawk games. When you say new, what do you mean exactly? Like, at what point do you call them new? Like the HD remake they did of one? Ooh, I should try that. I never played that one. I don't know if it's still available for purchase. All right, if it's because I think that was a PC thing, wasn't it? When they did a remake of this one in HD, or not this one? I guess the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I mean, I'm a skate player. That requires skill. You know, I never played Skate. I always heard good things about it, but I don't think I've ever played it. Oh, I need $1,000 to unlock? Oh, I've chosen poorly. I'm gonna, I'm gonna have to go back to the hangar level and make more money. I thought it was 100. I read that wrong. Mars peer pressure shoved to the wayside. How's everyone doing? Doing really well, man. It's been a good day. And that's great because like last week and over the weekend was just brutal. I was on the phone at 3 in the morning over the weekend. And then just dealing with customers Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was finally a little bit more restful, but it was, yeah, not the best. Nose grind over the pipe, hit 3 hang time gaps, find the secret tape, 100% goals in cash. I'm definitely not going to get that. Maybe I could go for 75,000 though for 500. Let's see. I did upgrade his stats a little bit. I cannot land that to save my life. Can I manual in this game? Or was that... Hold on. Yes, you can. And the manual has a bar. Okay. So I can combo in and out of tricks. I don't know how to activate a special, though. I poured up here in Logan County. Dude, it was storming like crazy here earlier. I was debating between playing this or just playing like a more chill or a spooky game. Not chill. I mean, for me it's chill. Like I do find horror games to be kind of relaxing, but and the thing I love about this game, like, it holds up so remarkably well, mostly... Ooh, that looked painful. Because, I mean, it still requires so much precision and timing to get everything right. Ooh, didn't I have to do a grab over this? Wasn't that one of them? Here at the hotel, I get called at 1 or 2 a.m. That sounds not fun. Once this picks up, there will be someone at the front desk to handle guest issues. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I can transfer in this game without... Like, I think I can do this. Yeah, this is not the best game, I guess, for trying to pay attention to chat and also get a high score. But hey, I am here to practice. When's the last time you played a skate game, Nathan? And it's also really hard playing with the D-pad. Alright, I need to stop trying to do gram tricks right now. And that's the thing, like, I always feel like I have trouble committing to the spin, because I'm like, ooh, what if I didn't go far enough, and then I stop halfway through, and that causes me to go sideways. Not great. I heard some of the handheld games were pretty good. Yeah, Thug on PSP was good. I think that was Tony Hawk's Underground 2, I want to say. Because I'll never forget, it was like my last week of college that the PSP came out. And I ditched class so I could go pick it up. Because I was like, whatever, I'm going to graduate. It's fine. Nope. Alright, I'm going to focus on an objective this time instead of just randomly crashing everywhere. I would like to watch Square Enix Tony Hawktober reviews. I am not familiar. Level goals. Let me get a look at these again. I could do 6 score. Oh, I didn't do the barrels yet? I thought I had. Let's do barrels and pile of wings. Let's see if I can get that. And then nose grind over the pipe. I think I can pull that off. I don't know exactly what the hang time gaps are. That was best. I know I hit like 1 or 2 of them by accident. Yeah, if you can link me, Sam, I'll or just hit me up on Twitter or something. It's so hard to be precise to grab, like, barrels of the wings and everything. That's so weird hearing, like, Power Man 5000. I don't think I've heard anything from Power Man 5000 since 2000. Oh, come on. It's weird because I didn't play... Prior to this, the only, like, extreme sports game I think I would have played would have been, like, 1080-degree snowboarding. And I was obsessive about that game, and I remember, like, being so pumped when I could just, like, do a 1080 just from, like, a standing position, like, right at the start of a run. There's no way I could do it now, probably, but I spent a lot of time on that. And to a lesser degree, Snowboard Kids. Snowboard Kids was a good game, too. Where's the 5th one? Yes, I did play SSX Tricky. And SSX Tricky was super good. Oh. Like, I saw the last set of wings over there, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it or not. I'll try. Also, I loved how in Thug you could do the freak out and just break your board. Oh, come on. I mean, I technically got the barrels. Yeah, I would not call that pretty or elegant in any way, but still. Jakin, what's up, man? I see you're pleased with this. Oh, I cannot believe I landed that. Then isn't where's the last one, though? Is it over here? No! No! Go back! I keep overshooting it. There, finally. That took forever. Jake, tell me every intimate detail about your history with the Tony Hawk series. Make me happy. No. Barrels. Barrels, Tony. No. You're supposed to be like this vert god. Just get the barrels. Oh my god, these D-pad controls are killing me. Where's the last set of barrels? Oh, is that the secret tape? No, that's money, though. I will take the money if I can get it. Come on, Tony. Alright, that's better than nothing. Even though that was such an ugly landing. It would have been nice to have Morrow for some Star Wars. Yes, Retrolectors! Welcome. It is very good to be playing some Tony Hawk. I just need to get another, I'm gonna try to get the pilot, or wait, no, I got the pilot wings that time, didn't I? So, I can do the barrel hunt. I only need 150 bucks. If I can nose grind over the pipe, I think that will work. To get, the next level. I shouldn't have blown so much money on stats, that was stupid. Have I made any progress in JoJo? No. No, I haven't. Work was completely insane over the weekend and last week, so it was not a great week. But it's better this week, so, you know, I'm happy for that. We go way back. Tell me everything, Jacob. Because my first experience with Tony Hawk at any significant level was definitely playing the demo disc for this game, which, for those of you that are just coming in, I opened the game brand new just now on the stream, because I was not even positive that I had this game, and then I went and looked at my collection. I had an unopened copy of it, so that was kind of neat. So this is a brand new copy that had not been opened since 2000. No! I'm sorry, Sam. I will watch more JoJo, because it's not just you hounding me about it, okay? It's also Sushi Fairy. And if she finds out that I haven't been keeping up with it, she's probably going to be mad. Alright, let's see if I can find the other barrel. Nope. Turn around, Tony. Get it. Okay, so where's the last one? Where's the helicopter? Oh, they're right there. There we go. Now we can get a new level and not hang out in the hangar the whole time. I wish I could find something in my collection that I forgot. Well, I don't know if like somebody gifted it to me, because I don't think I remember buying an unopened copy. I know it didn't just sit there for 20 years. I know it was a fairly recent acquisition. I don't remember. No, not living in luxury. That's not what that means. Adrian, hello. You must watch JoJo. I want to watch more. I have enjoyed the few episodes that I've watched. It was the first game that I was truly obsessed with. Yeah, and like, that was one of the earliest games I remember being utterly obsessed with. And it was one of the games that was responsible for pulling me away from my rampant Nintendo fanboyism and into the world of PlayStation. I think THPS 3 is the best. It's probably it's the one for which I have the fondest memories. Okay, let's go to the next level. Yes. Let's go to the school. And did you already pre-order, or I assume you're also planning to get the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 remake, Jacob? Josh, so bougie, not so bougie, Morrow. That's hurtful. I'm not very good at these games, but I can beat them, so I guess I'm okay. Yeah, like, I'm not, you know, the best at them, but I have fun with them, right? Like, I don't obsess over getting everything. I'm sure back in the day I did, but not now. Whoa! What? I didn't remember that. But this song, Cyclone? Oh, come on. How did I not get that? This was one of the songs from the demo, and I listened to the song thousands of times, I am sure. And I was glad to see that it was on Spotify, too. Papa Jenkins says, of course, if I didn't get the collector's edition because I don't know where I'll be in September. That's fair. I gotcha. Did I tell you that I'm on the night air for Resident Evil 4? I cried. That's excellent, Morrow. I have not played Resident Evil 4 in a minute. It's been ported so many times, I'm surprised that I haven't played it. The last time I beat that game all the way through, I started it again for the Switch last year just for fun. But, and I still think the Wii is the best version of that game. Last Tony Hawk I played was on the Dreamcast. That is surprising to me exactly not at all, Retro Lanterns. I am not surprised to hear you say that. I think I have, even though I'm playing it here on the PlayStation, I think I have a copy of 2 on the Dreamcast. I actually filmed, inspired by you, by the way, a video that will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. And I thought about calling it just my sad little Dreamcast collection, because that's really what it is. I have like 8 Dreamcast games. And every time I see a video from you that talks about the Dreamcast, I'm like, I really need to make that the system that I collect for this year. Can I get the Hall Pass? I don't know. How am I supposed to get up there and get that? Nope, that's not gonna work. Does this mean you have multiple copies of Resident Evil 4 as well? Technically yes, but like, the Switch version's digital. I think I still have my Wii version. I have the GameCube version. I don't have the PS2 version, I don't think. What are the goals here? Hall passes are definitely one of them. Yeah, the golf cart's crazy, right, McGunna? Also, thank you for swinging in. 100% goals in cash. High score of 15,000. I should be able to do that. Pro score, maybe. 6 score, probably not, since I'm getting back into the swing of things. Wall ride, 5 of the bells. Bells and hall passes might be where it's at for me. 3 roll call rails. Or the secret tape. Where am I going here? Oh, that went badly. Please tag me. I would love to see what you have planned for the Dreamcast. I absolutely will. It's nothing crazy. I'm honestly proud. I think the way I structured it was just like, here are the games that are missing, or here are the games that are in my sad little Dreamcast collection, and here are the games that I want to get back in. And that would be where I talk about games like Dynamite Cop or Power Stone, heavy hitters that, you know, we're not necessarily like, you know, critical darlings or anything like that, but games that I loved playing when I had that system growing up. Because going from the PlayStation basically straight to the Dreamcast was nuts. Ooh. Nope. Oh, that's not gonna do it. Oh, you like Power Stone too, Morrow? I don't talk to a lot of people who have played it, but it was one that I was, and that was also my first experience with Soul Calibur. That was my first time playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which I remember, I was so pumped when that game got ported to the PlayStation 2, but it immediately went up in price to like $80, and my girlfriend at the time got it for me as a gift, and it was weird because I was like, oh yes, finally I have, you know, a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 again, because I didn't have my Dreamcast one anymore. But now I don't even think that's the best version you can play, probably. Prices are going, yeah, like for Dynamite Cop, which I know was like a $20 game tops back in the day. I think they want like $70 or $80 for that complete now. And it's weird because every time I'm out and about, even for the local shops around here, which usually, like, I'm spoiled where I live because I have like 3 different like retro shops within 5 minutes of me. It's awesome. But even they, despite generally having great selections, rarely have a great selection of Dreamcast games. I just feel like I always struggle to find, you know, great ones locally. Ugh. Did you also spam Killick, or was that just... Well, I would do Killick or Maxi. Like, I like Maxi too. Nunchucks are cool. Let me throw stuff at y'all? Wait, what? Here are some Dreamcast games you should own. House of the Dead 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the Sonic game, Soul Calibur. Code Veronica was magical for me. I completely agree with that. And the Sonic games, I could take or leave Sonic Adventure. I mean, like, it was cool when I first saw it. It was not quite the graphical showcase for a launch system that, like, Mario 64 was for me when that system came out. But it was still good, right? It wasn't, like, complete garbage or anything. You need to know these shops. Well, I mean, there's level 1 games at the mall, right? And then there's Warp Zone. And then there's Play It, Trade It down on Hilliard Rome. But, you know, again, because of the, you know, the pandemic and everything, it's not like you can just roll up to those shops right now. I think Muzz's shop is reopened, which I should probably go visit him anyways, because he is one of my best friends, and I miss him. But yeah, I mean, like, I go there all the time. Like, whenever Maro was peer pressuring me into getting House in the Fate of Morgana, and I couldn't find it anywhere online because it was a limited run release, I just went over to Warp Zone, and we had a completed box. I think it was a new copy, even. At a reasonable price. I think I got it for 50, I want to say. Which was not bad, considering the secondhand prices. Prices for that game on places like, you know, like eBay and stuff like that. Or scalpers on like Amazon, too. Taki is my girl. I don't think Maxie's a cheat. I think Keelik's more of a cheat than Maxie. Keelik was the dude with the staff. That's what I'm saying. Like, I spammed him like crazy. And I think a lot of people did, because I would love... And that's the thing. I would love just the reach with the staff, but then also I would just love to kind of lull people into a false sense of security and have them rush me and then just sidestep and let them ring out themselves. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, any of those shops, you will find some good stuff. And Play It, Trade It, they've got a few different locations in Columbus. Like, it's not, it's not, you know, it's not like they're the only one. I mean, they have, I think they have a shop on campus, too. I thought I was going to kiss the rail on that. What's the button to wall ride? I'm having trouble with that. Oh, it's just triangle. It's the same thing as a grind. Okay, that should make doing the bells easier if I actually can start to focus. Killick was broken? He wasn't broken, he was just the best, Jakin. Okay? Would you have called Michael Jordan in his prime broken? No. He was just the best. I'm starting to get back into the swing here. No, I was like, nope. As soon as I hit the grass, I was like, that was a mistake. I'm surprised, too. I'm surprised I found it as well. Parkour! Yes, I'm so glad that you are that far in the office now. It's such a good show. I'm so glad that you were discovering it. For the first time. That's just so magical. I'm proud of you. I could not be more proud. Oh, where's the K? Can I find it? With 8 seconds on the clock? If I keep the combo going, I think it'll let me... No, it won't. Or maybe it will. I used them too. The staff range was OP. It's not OP. That's just good game design. Chips, what's up, man? How are you doing? Oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, after that, Mara, you really need to watch Community. And also, I'm so glad that who was it? Kim Jong and Joel McHale are doing The Darkest Timeline, which is a nod to a hilarious episode from season 2. It might be season 3? I don't think it was season 4. Because season 4 was usually the not well-received one, because that's when Dan Harmon left the show. But now it's on Netflix, and if you thought The Office made you cry, Community will make you cry. Donald Glover is masterful. Chevy Chase, even though, as I understand, he was extremely difficult to work with, was also funny. I mean, just everyone in that's good. John Oliver's in that show. Like, before dude was doing, like, The Daily Show, or Last Week Tonight, well, not before, but between The Daily Show and Last Week Tonight, he was on Community, and it was great. Hello, Ricketson. Sorry, I totally didn't see you come in. And thank you for the kind comments the other day, man. I appreciate that. How's your evening been? Sam says not a big fan of The Office. I'm gonna pretend it's okay, but on the inside, I'm a little deader than I was before you said that. I just want you to know, Sam. I hope it feels good. I hope it feels good to take the wind out of my sails in the middle of a stream. You monster person. I'm kidding. It's fine. People can have different opinions. I mean, and here's the thing, that my unpopular opinion, which a lot of people, I don't want to say they disowned me for, but they definitely weren't a fan of it. I was not a Seinfeld fan. I couldn't get into it. Maybe, I don't know why, and it's weird because I recognize that, like, I think Jerry Seinfeld's a funny guy. I think Larry David's funny. I just could not get into Seinfeld. I don't know what it was. And it was weird because when I was little, I would watch shows like more grown-up shows like Cheers, for example. I thought those were great, but I just never got into Seinfeld. That's probably gonna ruffle some feathers. I tried to watch it, but it wasn't my thing. The Office is weird because, like, it struggles a little bit to find itself early on, and it's like, it hits its stride more in season 2 or 3, I think. Like, season 1 is a little hit or miss, in my opinion. Seinfeld is meh. Maybe you and I had this conversation before, Jake. I think I knew that you were not the biggest fan. I'm just gonna go for a high score this time. If I can collect skate, awesome. But playing with the D-pad is rough. To get reacclimated to. Oh, come on. I definitely hit the grind button. Ugh, that's not a wall red. I am not Seinfeld, it's just so random, but I love it. Oh, so you did love Seinfeld, Morrow? I can't believe I got run over by that security guard, like, instantly. Just chilling tonight. Glad I found your channel. This is scratching that Tony Hawk itch. I know, right? And that's the thing. Like, after it happened, like, I wasn't even positive I still had the original games. And again, I do. Like, this is a brand new copy that I opened on stream earlier. I can't for the life of me remember how it got there. I can't remember where I got it, but I'm sure glad it was there. And if somebody sent it to me, like to the PO box or something, I don't remember, and you're watching this, I'm sorry. I just don't have the best memory sometimes. Oh, here's free money. That'll help. My problem is I keep getting no pun intended, derailed by the chat and everything. So it's like I'm gonna focus on something, but then again, that's why I'm not a performance streamer. I'm a chatty streamer. That's where I shine. If you want a performance stream, you need to go check out like Papa Jenkins' channel or Gamer Thumb TV or something. Oh, I thought I could kiss the rail on that, too. Nope. Tried to do too much. See if I can get this wall right this time. Finally. I bought you this game for our 2-year anniversary. You lost with Jacob. I'm sorry, okay? It's nothing personal, okay? It's my dad's birthday on Wednesday. He's going to be 59. Congratulations to your dad and happy birthday, Sam. That is awesome. You guys going to do anything special to celebrate? Oh no! My face! Oh, is that the other hall pass up there? How do I get up there, though? Because this is not a Tony Hawk where you can get off your board and run around. I think you could do that in, what, 4? Was that? No. Thuglet, you do that, I think. Oh no! I was trying to clear it. I didn't jump high enough. And I'm like 400 shy. Well, it's okay. I found some money. I'll try it one more time and see if I can get the 15,000 points. And I know this is the first time I've heard Papa Roach in quite some time. It's like that 2000s like new metal sound. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I didn't like it back in the day. I absolutely did. That's another reason that I was so drawn to Code Vein, and yet I have not played it yet. Breaks my heart. I'm making him Mom's orange slice cookies because she isn't around to make them anymore. Oh, that's really sweet of you, Sam. I bet he'll appreciate that. Nope. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna land that. It's okay. Ooh, I thought I was gonna eat it on that. Oh, I just didn't get that. Ooh, I guess I can't go straight up the wall for a wall red. Kobe, I need to continue to. We can't do that multiplayer, can we, Maro? Oh my gosh, come on. Yeah, no doubt, ET. Well said. Oh, whatever. At least I'll get the highest score. Oh, man. I don't think I have enough for the next map, but or the next level, but I'll check. We have to do Dark Souls after Bloodborne. We do! But anime Souls, you know? I mean, I feel like that's appealing. Brian, what's up, man? How are you doing? I am doing well. I did not expect that I would be time traveling back 20 years, but I'm sure glad I did because, you know, classic, right? Plus, I mean, it's hard not to get hype when you're getting a legit remake of two of the best Tony Hawk games. Although I do hope 3 and 4 get the same treatment. I really do. Can I get that? Whoa. Alright, I thought for sure I was going to come down sideways on that. What have you been playing, Brian? Is there a... Nope. Ah, it's so hard to be precise with the D-pad. It feels so weird to me. Having not used it, you know, frequently for some time. Oh, you don't like Code Vein, Morrow? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, I feel like we could have already been done with Bloodborne, but then you wanted to launch into the Old Hunters DLC. I had to drop $20 more on the game that had, like, 3 bosses, you know? Although, to be fair, I did get that sweet sword, so I'm not going to complain that much. I hope it was worth it, Tony. I'm sorry for the neck injury. Good to hear. Yeah, I'm stoked. Yeah, dude. I can't wait. And I don't know. I really was torn because I think only the Xbox One X version was listed as being 4K capable. No. But it feels weird to me to play a Tony Hawk game on like a non-PlayStation console. Like, it feels strange. I've been playing Neo Geo games lately. I've never played Neo Geo before. I have no familiarity with that system at all, Brian. That DLC was worth it. It was. I mean, I got some cool stuff, but still. $3,000. I have $1,000, so I don't know if we're gonna get there. But you know, I was only gonna stream for a little bit tonight, just to have a little bit of fun. You know, unwind and try to reacclimate to the Tony Hawk series. A lot of new games for you? I gotcha. Yeah, this month, there really wasn't anything out or coming out that I'm really pumped for. I know a lot of people are pumped for Xenoblade Chronicles. I couldn't get into Xenoblade Chronicles, so I'm probably going to pass on it. But, you know, it's... since there really wasn't a lot that I was really pumped for, I just sort of loaded up on some cheaper Switch games this month. Some weird Switch games. Like, I'm always fascinated by like low print run Switch games that aren't especially wonderful, I guess. Like I got Tiny Troopers. What was it? All Star Fruit Racing was another one that I got. I said I was gonna stream it, and then I just never got around to it. But I don't know that anybody really wants to see All Star Fruit Racer. And it's not that I'm in the habit of like ooh, I'm gonna collect bad games for the sake of bad games. I just think it's interesting that certain games just like Tiny Troopers XL, right? That I think was limited to 5,000 copies, and it was a Walmart exclusive of all places. Now I got it on Amazon, so clearly like somebody probably bought it up at Walmart and intended to flip it for a profit. But I think it's one of those weird games where it's like not enough people know about it that they're willing to pay a premium. So I think sellers are having trouble getting rid of it if that was their intention. Dude, same. I would much prefer to play 3 and 4 to 1 and 2. Not that I don't have a fondness for them. I certainly do. But I spent comparatively probably more time with 3 than any other entry of the series. And Thug or Thug 2, which I can't remember which one it was. I spent a fair amount of time with that also on the PSP. You should play with me that fishing game visual novel? What fishing game visual novel? What are you talking about? If I play like House of the Fata Morgana, I'm not gonna stream it because I feel like that would detract from it. Like that's the kind of game that I would want to get into and enjoy on my own, you know. Oh, come on. Sloppy, but I still got it. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the hangar for 1 or 2 more, and then I'm gonna call it for the night. Just want to stream for a little bit, you know, have some fun. And then tomorrow, I don't think I'm gonna do Iconoclast. I may go back to Undertale tomorrow and try to knock that out over the rest of this week. But I'm itching to play this now. It's like, it's still fun, right? It's still like, again, graphically not exceptional by today's standards by any stretch of the imagination, but like the gameplay's still there. Yes, I'm having trouble, like, you know, getting used to using the D-pad again because I haven't for a while. But you know, not bad. Jake, what's up, man? How are you doing? The one that Dom wanted to play, but people kept getting giving him bad rep on it. I mean, people were telling him just not to play it. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, like, I think I can wrap up Iconoclast on a Saturday stream. Like, if I start Saturday morning at like 9 or 10 Eastern, and then play for probably, I'm guessing 2 to 4 hours. Probably I can wrap up Iconoclast. But Undertale, you know, that's supposed to be like what, like a 5 or 6 hour affair, anyways. So if I don't get super stuck, yeah, I think I could knock that out this week potentially. Whoa. Not the transfer I wanted to do, but I will take it. sloppy, but I got the job done. That's fine. Oh, that was too much. Too much. You're hyped to watch me play Undertale? I mean, I'm sticking with my pacifist run, that's for sure. After sound advice from Rob Regal and Nick, not that terrorist chips. I am going to continue to play in a peaceful way, as I was advised to remain consistent with whatever choice I made. And since I have been playing as an unmitigated diplomat, you know, I figured I would go ahead and stick with that. Ooh, nope, I didn't have nearly enough air for that. That was a horrible mistake. There was nothing pro about that, Tony. Nope. You're finally doing pacifist? What do you mean, finally? I didn't start off, like, just picking fights with monsters or anything. So, be honest, who else that played this back in the day did the really fast button mash technique? I would say that was probably me. Sushi, hello! Shiny Dragon, thank you for subscribing. I'm not sure if you're actively in the chat right now, if you're watching one of the videos, but if it's the latter, just know that I did say thank you. I absolutely did. Oh, you are! You are! So sometimes, first off, yes, welcome, Shiny. I'm glad you're here. First off, it seems like a lot of times when that happens, someone's just watching a video and they subscribe and I still get a notification. Like, sometimes they're not actively in the chat watching the stream. So I wonder how many people subscribe and then never knew how grateful I truly was. But you get to know. I appreciate you, Shiny Dragon. What have you been playing, my friend? Tell me all the things. Sushi, I was talking earlier to Sam about JoJo and how disappointed you also would be in me if I didn't get on it and start watching more episodes. Chip says, what's happening now, my better? Did you say you're going to kill everything in your path and Undertale? No! I said that you were encouraging me to be a violent sociopath, as you're wont to do, and that I wasn't having it. I follow the ways of Rob Regal and Studio Nintendo. They care. No, well, I attacked him a couple times on accident, but I never actually completed the fight or anything like that. So yeah, that wasn't a huge deal. Oh, nope. That spin was way off. I watched how Beat Saber changed my life. I do get a few people who have watched that video. It seems like a couple of people like that one. I hope you liked the video. I mean, I would assume you liked something, or you probably wouldn't have subscribed, but, you know, hopefully you find some other stuff you dig here, too. I will be doing a follow-up to that video. I have been playing the Oculus Quest almost exclusively for almost 3 months now, and, I gotta say, even though I still like the PSVR to a degree, it does not hold a candle to the Quest experience, so that will be the follow-up video that I do on that, is what it's like moving from the PlayStation VR to the Oculus Quest, and why I think that, if you have the ability to do that, you should. Red, hello! Why did you put Demonetization in the title? Because this is filled with licensed music, some of which is not going to make it into the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 remake. And with that in mind, this stream is definitely going to get demonetized. No doubt about it. Jake says, I'm currently working to get ahead for tomorrow. My favorite skateboarder was Bob Berg, not Tony, ironically. Fair enough. And that's the thing, like, I was never a skateboarder, right? I have experimented with boarding and longboarding or cruiser boards and stuff like that, but nothing like this. But I always loved the video games, and I think that was probably one of the biggest draws for this game. People who couldn't skate, but they want to experience the fun and the joy of it. Josh is too innocent to see them die. I don't want to see them die. Zach Powell, what's up, man? My lord, this is childhood right here, and that's the thing. Like, for me, the first time I played this over and over in 2000, I would have been 15 or 16, I think. But I think prior to that, I may have played a little bit of one. But by far, that summer I spent with the demo disc for this was wonderful. Oh, his face. The innocence will cost him. No, it won't, Chips. You're a monster. Josh, your Beat Saber vids changed my life. I can confidently say that your videos are the sole reason that I'm graduating with honors. You know, Sushi, I'm no stranger to sarcasm, okay? I know that I know that we were friends before I made that Beat Saber video, okay? Because I met you around the same time, I believe, that I met Beck. I can't remember. I think Beck came first, and the only reason, again, that I know Beck, or indeed at least a few of the people in this chat right now, is because Beck was randomly on YouTube one night and wanted to see a Celeste stream, and I happened to be doing it. And that was the first game that I streamed in its entirety. Oh, nope, nope, nope. It's better to see him do a nice route than evil after. I don't think I'm going to do an evil run at all. I think I'm just going to do a nice one, and that's going to be the end of it. You know, I don't feel the need to do that 2 times. Oof. I cannot land crossbones. I just can't get I can't line it up. Oh, Shiny, I'm sorry. What'd you say? Where is your last comment, Shiny? Oh, I play Beat Saber VR chat and a lot of VR games, and I play Quest. Oh, okay, then you know about the freedom of wireless with the Quest then. That is not lost on you. Yes, Bucky Lasik is in this game, I believe, right? I think he was a selectable skater. I remember when these graphics were top-notch. I know, right? And there was a time when this was incredible. It's not today, but the gameplay very much holds up. That was my favorite to watch when they did those big skating events. I will tell you, I spent more time watching, like, CKY than probably anything else that would be considered, you know, like just legit skate videos, I guess. Because most of that was just Bam just screwing around with, you know, his friends like, you know, Brandon DiCamillo and, well, I mean, obviously, like Uncle Phil and April and everybody. It would have been Witcher 3 all over again. See, you should have been on my side. What, because she advocates for so much violent content in The Witcher 3? Morrow seems to be approving of my pacifist run. Shh, Josh, just be proud of your accomplishments. I like to think of them as our accomplishments, Sushi. You are in the channel trailer video, you know? So, speaking of which, I will have to update the channel trailer at some point. That one's getting a little long in the tooth. I don't want people to come to the channel, see my channel trailer's 2 years old, and be like, oh, this guy hasn't done anything. And, did I break something? Like, this guy hasn't done anything. And, oh, there's money there. Like, this guy hasn't made any videos in 2 years. So if I make a new one, I'll probably mention, like, hey, if you want to see the old video, it's still up. Hipster's here! How are you doing? Chip's gonna hurt going to bad side. I don't know why I saved it. 1 was harder than 2, I think. I think you're correct. I wish I was allowed to download songs for Beat Saber. What, you mean, like to like sideload songs in there? That's something else. I should probably make a video about how to add custom songs to the quest. After I've done it myself, that's when I'll probably do it. As it stands, I don't want to just, like, you know, just recap instructions. Oh, I'm dead. Yes, update the channel trailer. Are you saying that, like, you think I should just make one, or are you saying you want to be in one again? Because I wasn't necessarily going to do the collaborative channel trailer again, but if you think it's a good idea, I would be open to consider it. My favorite was Underground. My favorite was probably 3, although I liked Underground. I liked it a lot. Same with Need for Speed. My favorite Need for Speed was... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess it would have been Underground. I am doing wonderful, running on 3 hours of sleep, and saw you were live and wanted to say hello. Well, I appreciate it. What you been working on, Hipster? Regardless with tales of your creative process. And if anyone here is not subscribed to Huggable Hipster, you should do... Actually, you should be subscribed to just about everybody in here who's making content. They're all good people, or as Sin Spaceys would say, good eggs. A lot of them. Except Morrow. Morrow is the monster who runs the Discord. Speaking of which, if you would like to join the Discord, I can go ahead and drop that real quick. Where you can come and you can debate things like pizza, or, you know, whenever we figure out... I've been trying to figure out how to do a movie night in Discord. I've been experimenting with trying to stream a video. But I think what we're going to have to do is, if we do that, is I think we're just going to have to use that Chrome plugin, like Netflix Party or something, if we're all going to watch a movie together. That would be cool. I'll see what I can do, Shiny, because I'm already working on Oculus Quest content right now anyways as a follow-up to that Beat Saber video, so I'll see what I can do. Josh, I need you to make a Beat Saber tutorial vid on how to add custom JoJo songs. Are there any custom JoJo songs for Beat Saber? If you find one, I give you my word, I'll make that my first custom song that I ever play. But I feel like JoJo songs would really just be, as I understand it, just, what, like 70s funk songs? Because I feel like that might be true. I'm not spinning enough. Yes, I played Midnight Club. I played the original, and I also played Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. I don't think I did 2, though, weirdly enough. Come on, Toady. One more. Just one more grab. No. It was sloppy, but I got it in there. Do Ghostbusters first for the new movie coming out in 2021. The Ghostbusters song? And I hate... That was supposed to be a 2020 release, as I recall, Shiny Dragon. And that breaks my heart, because I was born the day Ghostbusters came out, the original, and, I wanted to play the, I want to see the remake so bad. I think that... Not remake, but the actual true sequel that we're getting with Paul Rudd. I didn't think the 2016 Ghostbusters was completely devoid of any redeeming qualities. Again, I just think it was mismarketed, right? Who was it? Kate McKinnon? Is that her name? Who played Holtzman? She was great. And I actually liked some of the ghost designs, too. But, ultimately, if you're going to act like it... Having the original Ghostbusters 2 cameo in that, but acting as if they were not Ghostbusters, that was dopey. That was dumb. Did I get GTA 5 for free? No. I already have GTA, so it holds no appeal to me. But, Red's right. If you have a PC, and I think it's free on, what, the Epic Game Store? Is that right? It's a river of slime! Slime! Shiny, are you a big Ghostbusters fan? Because you and I are going to get along fabulously, if so. Also, I think there was an IDW comic that was a crossover between the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters, as I recall. Tiger Gamer, hello! I cannot wait to play the remaster and split screen with my brother, just like back when these games first came out back then. I used to play with my buddy Ryan. We used to stay up and play this, and basically we would just pass off. I don't think we did split screen, or if we did, I can't remember it. Also, welcome. Have you been here before, Tiger? And I'm just forgetting. What you said technically got blocked by the filter there, but I'm leaving it because I know exactly the Walter Peck reference that you're making here, and it makes me very happy. I'm writing an episode of Psychologically Gaming on character Rain from the 2000s game Blood Rain. Fun factoid about Blood Rain. Blood Rain was the first game I ever played where I heard an F-bomb get dropped. And me and my friends, the twins, we were playing the game. We had just picked it up from the mall, and we were back at their place playing it. And I'll never forget, one of them was in the kitchen, and I was sitting with the other one in the living room, and we heard her say, like, what the F? And then we both kind of said the same thing to each other. We were just completely astounded that you could use the F word in a video game. It was the first time I'd ever seen it done. In the 90s, we played skateboarding games to pass time. Now we play farming simulators. Hey, nothing wrong with farming simulators, okay? I do loves me some farm together. I guess, okay. I don't think you can really call Animal Crossing farming, but you know what I mean. No. I didn't mind the Blood Rain 1 movie. I never saw the movie, so I can't speak to it. Do you want to friend me on Quest? I think I could do that. You will probably have to hit me up on Twitter or something to remind me, though. Let me see if this button still works. Does this put my Twitter in there? Is that going to work? Yes. Yes, DM me on Twitter, and we can exchange that info. I'm not on there very much for anything except for Morning Beat Saber, but if there's some especially cool multiplayer thing sometime, I would be down to check it out. Ooh, nice. Happy right now because my PC is upgraded. I can play the first Blood Rain. Oh, it's pixely, and it will be pixely. That's like a first or second year PlayStation 2 game, isn't it? Like, that's not like when we were... It's not like a Killzone, right? That's not like when some developer was like, "Ooh, yes, I perfectly understand the PS2 hardware, and I can make games that are beautifully optimized for this architecture." That was pretty rough, as I recall. Going back to it, I think it's going to be not the easiest. Michelle Rodriguez is in the Blood Rain movie. That is surprising to me, not at all. And also, I really did like Michelle Rodriguez for the Resident Evil movie, which are a guilty pleasure for me, if I'm being honest. I know it plays fast and loose with the lore. But that Manson did an amazing job with the score for that movie, first off. And second of all, you know, I feel like it still got a lot of things that were right enough to be fun, right? Ooh, nope. The day Animal Crossing incorporates farming is the day that Josh will call Animal Crossing his favorite farming game. No, I think it's always going to be, for now, I would say it's going to remain Farm Together. Because I got to play Farm Together with you and Beck and Papa Jake, and, you know, a lot of people were playing Farm Together. Sushi, you came over to my my farm, and as I recall. I love the Blood Rain movie. It was, and it was for PC back in the day too. Was it ported from one to the other? Now I'm trying to remember. I've been subscribed to your channel for a while, and I saw the stream pop up my feed, and I decided to drop by and watch. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. You don't by chance recall why you subscribed, did you? Just out of curiosity, I'm always curious what brings people by the channel. If it was a particular video, if you were just like, that guy looks like Jimmy Neutron, I'm going to hang out a minute. DM you on Twitter, my name, perfect, Shiny. I'll hit you up on there later. Your quest name. I gotcha. Are there any VR games that you would recommend outside the realm of Beat Saber? Because I gotta tell you, that's basically home for me, Shiny. It really is. I cannot get wall riding right to save my life. I'm just gonna skate towards shiny stuff right now. Ooh, that was you can't. Apparently, you can't wall ride by just skating super fast at a 90-degree angle into a wall. But it's okay. Whatever. I worked on everyone's farms. You did, and I appreciate your help. I mean, we can always go back to farm together. You know, it's fun. It's no Animal Crossing, but it has its simple joys, I think, and not to be dismissed. Believe it was the Beat Saber video. I hear that from time to time. Well, I'm glad you stuck around. I hope you find some other stuff that you like, dude. What have you been playing lately? I assume you are also pumped for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 Remake? Well, I'm waiting for help. Wait, Five Nights at Freddy's? Oh, no. I'm not going to do that. I'm definitely not street... First off, I'm a big scaredy cat. I love horror games, but I'm also a big baby about it. Like, I'm the kind of guy who will play a horror game, even an older, more archaic one like a Silent Hill 2. No disrespect. I love the Silent Hill series. But I will play those games and listen to, like, the Beatles in the background to keep my nerves steady, you know? Parkour! Yes! Also, you should be very proud of Maro. She's finishing her first watch of The Office ever, and she just hit the parkour episode, which is just wonderful. It really is. Yeesh. As much as I don't like Angelina Jolie, I think she did a good Lara Croft. Yeah, it was alright. That was not the worst video game movie. There are definitely worse video game movies than the Tomb Raider one. Absolutely. That is a true statement. I am going to get the bell this time. No, I'm not. Come on. Ah! Alright, whatever. I'll see if I can find all the letters. Oof. That's okay. You've never seen The Office before? You know what? I'm sure I sound super cliche saying that, so I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm not going to give you a hard time for not having seen The Office. We're still friends, hipster. We are. I don't think any less of you. It's just, I'll tell you what I said earlier whenever I was criticized for something unfairly. I just died a little bit on the inside. Not a lot, just a little bit. I'm heading on quest to play some Beat Saber. Shiny, thanks for hanging out, man. I'll check your Twitter here. Oh, I'll check your message on Twitter here in a bit. But yeah, thank you again for subscribing. I hope you find some other stuff you dig here, man, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Where's the last letter? I thought that was it, but that's just money. Mara, welcome back. If anyone sees an E floating around there it is. Thanks, guys. It's not pretty, but I got it, and that's all that matters. VR platforms may be a way to break people's fear of heights or cause people to get them. I think you may be right there. I know people have used it for things like, getting over arachnophobia. I've seen some hilarious videos of people struggling with, like, the bouncing beam VR experience. Wow, helicopters again? I will be on the stream still. Oh, well, thank you so much for the additional watch time. I do appreciate it, Shiny. Just a normal day in South Korea. Oh, I thought you were making a reference to the other level. I wasn't entirely sure what you meant there. Let's look at the level goals again. So bumping into that card, I think you got card. I know, right? It was the worst. It's not great. Military calipers? That seems unsettling. Let's see. Pro score gets 350. 6 score gets 500. How many do I even need? I can try to find the secret tape too, I guess. That's the other thing is, like, there is a technical that, like, the graphics now, it is sort of hard to distinguish what some of these things are. September. I assume you also are pumped. Yes, shaboinky boink. Fair statement. It seems like a lot of people here are, and that makes me happy. I'm glad that I was able to stream a game that, was going to resonate with people. Because I'm very excited. And I am unmitigated garbage at the game now. But, can't hurt to do a little bit of practice. Ooh! At least I still landed it before I obviously gave Tony a concussion. I should just Robo Recall. Wait, why does that sound so familiar? Robo Recall. Yes, for the Oculus Quest. That is the yes. I have played Robo Recall because I played it on the Rift first, and I know they made a custom version for the Quest, and it was super fun. Yes, I have played Robo Recall. It took me a minute to remember. I was thinking of Astrobot for some reason when you said that, which is weirdly also a robot VR game. My predictive text almost has you memorized. Nice. I wonder if I could transfer between those or if they're too far apart. I bet they are. Oh yeah, that's too far. I'm excited to relive my childhood again when the remake comes out. Yeah, no doubt. It's gonna be a good time. I am so glad that I was able to get a hold of the deluxe edition that came with the board. I'm totally gonna hang that up somewhere in here, so to speak. Oh, that's a good thing, Sushi. This game was my childhood. It was my age 14-ish to 16-ish, I would say, because this is one of the games that was responsible for pulling me out of the N64 era and into the PlayStation. Because until then, I had been a rampant Nintendo fanboy. Yeah, that was dumb. Maybe I mean, Tony specializes in Vert. Maybe I can just hang out here for a minute and get a higher score. Not like that, though. It's cool that split screen's back. I'm curious to see how good the multiplayer modes are. I hope they're good. I imagine I will have no shortage of people to play with, so that's encouraging too. Oh yeah, Morrow, you forget that I'm a bit on the old side. Again, I was born in the 80s. Not an 80s kid by any stretch, though. I was a 90s kid. Maybe, Morrow. Just maybe. try too much. Was more of a Mullen fan. Mullen did more street than anything, right? I feel like every time I hear Mullen, I get confused with Muskin, and I know that's not correct. Yes, that is. He is only 14. I was 14 when I was playing Tony Hawk games. It sounds like most of the people in this chat were far younger than that. He's like a young storing things in his basement, whispering my precious. No, I mean kinda. There are two levels to how Josh displays video game collection stuff. The stuff that I find to be pleasing gets displayed in a way with plenty of margin, almost like an art gallery, and then everything else gets relegated to a dank section of my laundry room, stored away, far from the eyes of any visitors. I never display my entire collection once. Maybe one day that'll change. Maybe one day I'll have a gigantic gaming room and I'll put everything out at once. But I like selectively displaying things. It also adds an air of mystery, right? Because nobody's really, truly certain how many video games I have or how many, fancy collector's editions or collectibles I've managed to amass in my library over time. There's an air of mystery there, I think. You might be able to piece together some of it from like pickups videos, but not all of it. I think Mara's probably seen more of my collection than anybody that I've just met on YouTube. Maybe Jaken. Because Jaken's actually come over and hung out here. It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. I'm not that creepy about it. Not in the Discord basement. Tiger says I was 5 when I got introduced to this game. Yeah, I was definitely already a teenager the first time that I played a Tony Hawk game. It puts the dang, you beat me. And Hipster Man, she doesn't screw around. She's a sharp lady. I saw Joe Dirt, but it's been forever. Mars says I already saw your collection. You saw a chunk of my collection. Shaboinky Boy guesses 726 games. Maybe. I would not. I would say that might be close. You're a game. I'm not a GameStop. There are people who have collections that put mine to shame, but the Switch collection has gotten very, very nice. Can you buy what? You just want my read-only memories / Valhalla collector's edition. That's what you want. But now I wish I had that set for Switch. That's one of the collection irritations that I think is going to be in the video I put out on Thursday is, when you get a game and you're like, yes, I finally have it on a great system and it's complete and this is the best version, and then another one comes out. I think I was 12 when I played this. Yeah, I definitely spent more time with 3 than any other Tony Hawk. With the exception of the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 demo. A chunk, and I can't imagine all of your collector's editions in the dark. I will tell you, what is on display does not represent the entirety of my collection. I will say that. I know you want that Valhalla. Apparently I have over 770 games purchased on PS4. Ugh, digital. Ugh, it's just not for me. I respect the convenience of it, mind you. I don't hate digital. I will just always prefer physical. Except in rare cases, which again, Thursday's video is my physical collecting irritations, and I'll dive into that a little bit more. And then I think I'm going to make a video called, Should You Really Buy That Switch Port? I have some thoughts on that. I got the poo on me, Joe Dirt. Gravity Rush on Vita? I do have Gravity Rush for the Vita. Sadly, I do not. I want Gravity Rush 1 for PS4, but it was like a limited Amazon exclusive, apparently. And now I think that's a $100 or $200 game, isn't it? I have around 100 or so, but nowhere near 700. I have been collecting in some form for a very long time, and I don't, like, I'm not somebody who, like, I know, some people like to social, on the weekends I like to go out and drink and stuff. Not really my bag. I mean, if I have friends and they want to go out and drink, like, I'll do it occasionally. But I've just, you know, not my cup of tea, so to speak. I leave the tea to hipster, okay? This reminded me of when I played the Powerpuff Girls on my Game Boy Color. Don't judge. No judgment here. For some insight into my age or background with games, I remember playing Rocco's Modern Life on the Super Nintendo when it came out, when I was, I believe, 9 years old. Come over to North Korea and then bring 700 games over to the U.S. when you go back. Oh yeah, well I mean, you're in a unique position, right? I'm just saying, generally speaking, not a digital fan. Ripped to my Wii Virtual Console collection. The server for the Wii is being shut. Yeah, and that's why I don't like digital, because on a long enough timeline, the survival rate for digital drops to 0. That's true of physical too, right? Even all my physical games, they're all gonna die someday. But still, I very much enjoy collecting. I'm probably as into collecting games as I am actually playing it themselves. Like, I'm fascinated by it. I love knowing that, you know, the different developers, the different publishers who worked on different titles. I like knowing things like if you try to find a copy of Okami for the Wii, you'll very likely see the cover for that game has an IGN watermark on it, because whoever did the cover art for it stole an image from IGN, who was doing coverage on the game. So I think that's really funny. I love knowing about things like the Hot Coffee mod and or some other weird little obscure gaming facts that I can think of. I love that I played games like Elite Beat Agents when they came out. Paid like $25 for that game and sold it for over 100, I think. Wait, which game were we talking about? Josh finds it more pleasing to stare at a real steelbook than a digital cover of a game. That's true. And I got some more steelbooks on the way, I'll have you know, Sushi. More than a few. I hope Sony doesn't close the PSN store for PS3. Sooner or later it will. The second it becomes more costly to maintain the servers that provide it than the amount of people who will actually purchase things from it, they will shut it down. Same though, I'm very happy with the collection I'm building. Much prefer a deluxe edition over digital. Oh, absolutely, hipster. I love the convenience. And there are certain games where I think digital totally makes sense. Animal Crossing, for example. Like, I have a physical copy of it, but I prefer digital because that's a game you want to jump into and out of frequently, sometimes for just a few minutes at a time. Chances I just passed the Greatest Show song on Expert Plus, and it had a faster song on it. The Greatest Show, I do like that song. I also have the Panic Pack for that. It's pretty rough just on Expert Plus, period, even without the speed modifier. I can understand Wii U, but I still think it's open... Wait, for the Wii U? Oh, I bet your arms, sir, because that's the thing. Expert Plus also makes you swing your arms farther, not just faster. Wii was a success, and you shouldn't be allowed to do that? Well, you shouldn't be allowed to do what? Josh, give me your Doom Steelbook because you don't need to. I am! I haven't sent it yet. I mean, there's a pandemic, woman. Give me a break. I'm going to send you Umihara Kawase Fresh, which is garbage. And I'm going to send you 1 to 2 Doom Steelbooks, because I don't need 4 of them. And I thought there was another game I was sending you to. I can't remember. And I will also send bonus treats along for Anthony, because Anthony is substantially nicer to me than you are. That's why he gets bonus treats. I'll probably just give him both the Steelbooks, just to be catty, Morrow, you know? I'll be like, remember when you said we were going to play Darksiders Genesis? And then you ditched me? Well, those things hurt, Morrow. Sushi would never do that. Morrow, I have many AC Steelbooks. But it's in America? Wait, what? Oh, Steam doesn't do that. Sorry, I didn't miss your other... Or I didn't see your other message there. Yes, I have the Mondo one, which nobody's getting. And then I have 3 of the Best Buy exclusives. I think I have it over here somewhere. My buddy got Doom Eternal today, and I was super happy. So I will be playing some Doom Eternal at some point just for fun. But right now, they're just I'm hopping between too many games. Like, Persona has been great, but I need to stick with it. I'm glad that I was able to beat for the first Palace. I'm gonna try to do Ghost on... Oh, dude. I don't think I can do Ghost even on hard mode. Ghost is super hard. It's so fast. What is that? It's like 220 beats per minute or something? By the way, did I hear that you can customize your characters in Cyber... Oh, yeah. There is... There's no area customization in Cyberpunk. So I'm sure that's gonna be a real hoot. That's why I probably will not stream character creation. Again, I do try to keep it somewhat family friendly on this channel, so I will not be streaming any, cash and prizes customization. Valhalla is locked at 30 FPS. I did see that. Oh, right, Assassin's Creed. And I did pre-order the Assassin's Creed Collector's Edition. Doom on Switch? No, Doom Eternal for Switch isn't coming out till I think December, and that's being optimistic, I think. Yeah, I slammed into it. Yeah, there's been, you know, Doom Eternal is, and I don't know if like the pandemic's going to push it back even further. Probably, I would assume it will. But I've been playing it on the Xbox myself. Is it me or does Cyberpunk not look as great as the hype? There are times I look at it and I wonder if it's going to be worth it. But I have a great deal of faith in CD Projekt Red, so I think it's just because the hype for that has been so profoundly high that it's easy to get sort of like tired from it. But I think it really is going to be incredible. That the contenders for Game of the Year for me will include that, and it's probably going to include Ghost of Tsushima, which I'm very excited about after seeing last week's gameplay demonstration. That was wonderful. I'm very, very much looking forward to it. I've seen better looking, graphically speaking, games. Better looking than what? Than Cyberpunk? I don't doubt it. I mean, Cyberpunk's like this giant open world game. I would assume any sort of game that is more linear in nature, they can probably spend a lot more time making the assets better and, you know, improving it. 2 words, Keanu Reeves. He's correct. It's hard to argue with that, shaboinky boink. Johnny Silverhand, all day. Josh is more responsive than game looters? In what way? I will try to get to more of your streams. If you have fun, come to more of the streams. If you hate it, don't waste time here. Go watch Matlock, man. You know, there's other stuff out there. Jake says, I have Astral Chain and AC Virtual as mainline games. Will Streets of Rage get a physical ever? I bought it digital. Streets of Rage 4? Or 1, 2, and 3? Streets of Rage 4 has a physical you can pre-order right now, Jake. They had a limited run edition, and then the limited run caught a lot of flack because all these other distributors, like in Europe, also have their own versions of Streets of Rage 4, which are still available for pre-order. If you want a physical copy, you can get it from there. But the publisher basically came out and did an apology tweet saying, hey, look, this was not Limited Run's fault. They had nothing to do with us working with other partners, so it wasn't their fault. My main contender for the Game of the Year is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I'm not going to do that until I finish The Blind Forest, which, regrettably, I have not. And I want you to still respect me tomorrow, hipster, so I'll work on it, you know? Is the birthday stream what made their streams get so big? I'm not sure. Well, I think they're more search engine optimized too, and they're doing a lot of Animal Crossing. People love Animal Crossing streams, where I tend to be a little more all over the place. You talk to everyone's comments. I do my best. At a certain point, that will become unreasonable. You know, so there's that to consider. I just come for the person, not the game. I got you. I'm gonna go back to the warehouse for a minute, or the hangar. Apparently, it's pronounced Tsushima. Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay, cool. I will need to get a physical just in case. Yeah, there are places you can get a physical pretty easy right now for Streets of Rage 4. I have it on the, help me, Game Pass right now, so that's where I played it. But I wanted the Switch physical, and then I went ahead, and it'll be in the pickups video that I do for May. I did grab a copy of the Sega Classics collection for the Switch. I had it for the PS4, but that's one of my weird ticks, is I like to keep games, if I can, on the same platform. So I wanted to have all 4 Streets of Rage playable on the Switch, so now I do. I do have to say, this is it's better to watch than Animal Crossing. I'm looking forward to seeing the golf cart hit you. That's terrible. Yeah, you're not going to get hit by a random golf cart in Animal Crossing. I respect it, but just know everything you know will be challenged philosophically. Can you play as Bam? That's a big no. You cannot play as Bam in Tony Hawk 1 and 2. Bam made his debut in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. He was a skater during this time period, but I don't think he did not show up until Tony Hawk 3. Shaboink Boink is the ghost of my mom. Sushi's mom. I see what you did there, Sushi. Is anybody else here getting Ghost of Tsushima? I did not realize. I thought that game was mostly just like a samurai-style game, more akin to Sekiro. I mean, Sekiro definitely had some ninja-feeling elements too. You could stealth kill and stuff. But the fact there's that duality there where it's like you can fight in open combat or you can sneak around at night and just off people, I was like, this is tremendous. It was so good. I will, and I'm looking forward to the collector's edition of that one too. I am. Ooh, that was too ambitious. He was a scare. I am not singing Avril Lavigne here. Okay, if you want to sing, you've got the voice for it, hipster. Also, if none of you have heard hipster sing before, you're missing out. Yes, shaboinky boink, you in the back. Red says you know a lot about this series. Not a ton. I did play it a fair amount, but I just knew that because I looked it up myself because I couldn't remember if BAM was available on early rangers, and I looked it up the other day. I'm not just sitting here like, well, obviously, Red, everyone knows BAM didn't show up till Tony Hawk 3. No, I happened to be on Wikipedia like 2 days ago. I watched BAM's game show, and it was pure cringe. I did not watch it. I assumed it would be cringe. Like, it was cool seeing BAM on Jackass, and I liked BAM's earlier stuff on CKY, if you ever saw that stuff. Because there were like 4 CKY, maybe even more of those videos that you could find. But, you know, at a certain point, it started getting... I mean, even Jackass got a little cringe, and he's gearing up. They're going to do a 4th Jackass movie. That's coming out next year, I think. And then he had another show, didn't he? Well, he had, what, BAM's Unholy Union. And there was something else, too, I thought. Here I'm thinking I make people's ears bleed. Oh, psh, you hush with that nonsense, hipster. I've been in your streams, young lady. I've heard your pipes. It's good stuff. This is 2. I did not have 1. I looked for 1, but honestly, 2 had gameplay improvements over 1, so it's probably better that we're just screwing around with 2 today. Nope. Because I was a child when BAM's main TV show, it was funny. Yeah, I mean... Oh, dude, it was like... I mean, the dude was a pop icon there, like, in the early 2000s. Like, he was... I mean, you couldn't go anywhere and not see BAM. BAM was everywhere. Now it's, his life's been kind of tragic. Like, he's had some problems, so it's rough watching interviews and stuff with him now, but... Hipster says, I love the Jackass movies, but he got real cringe in his mental state. Yeah. Yeah, like, that was not fun. It's like, I mean, like... But at the same time, you have to wonder, like, what that level of fame at an age like that can do to a person unchecked. Like, I think some people, like... For instance, like Daniel Radcliffe, right? Like, he was, like, a child star, and he managed his career well. But I think it just depends on, like... I guess, what professionals you surround yourself with. And to some degree, if you're a kid... Or if you're that young, you don't have, you may not have, you know, the most say in who's representing you and who's sort of teaching you to manage that sort of a situation with your life. So, you know, I think it probably hits and affects everybody a little bit differently, and, you know. He mainly liked to prank his uncle. He did that a lot, yeah. He has no money. No, that dude's definitely still got money. I'm sure he's still getting paid likeness rights for something, and, I don't think BAM's broke. I heard that he's not friendly in person. I think he probably can be, but then again, like, if you're Bam Margera, like, how many, you know, in normal day-to-day for, like, mere mortals, right? Like, we meet people, and it's a crapshoot. Like, you might meet someone who's awesome, you might see somebody who's just, like, a total jerk, right? But when you're recognized 24/7, I mean, I can't imagine what the margins are like for that guy, right? He's probably constantly running into people who are just like, oh my god, you're Bam Margera, and they're probably just like the kind of people who you would not want to be bothered by if you were in public. I'm sure that has contributed in some way. Plus, whenever like Ryan Dunn died, like I'm sure that did a number on him too. Jake Paul turned out perfectly normal as a 14-year-old Disney kid. I lived probably about 6 hours from in Pennsylvania, especially when he was around the band. And oh yeah. Well, Steve-O's still around, and I think he's totally sober now. I think Steve-O is like, he had a full recovery. Like, I know he did some real crazy stuff, like not like fun crazy, like ladies and gentlemen of the jury crazy. But you know, he is, I believe, completely sober now, and I think he's doing some positive things. Like some of the Jackass members are kind of tragic now, but some are actually doing all right. He has a YouTube channel. He talked about his past, and it sounds like he didn't make like enough money for the punishment he did. Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't know. Again, I think it just goes back to how well represented you are and what kind of professionals you have in your corner more than anything. Yeah, I haven't watched his channel. I've just seen a few interviews with him. And I saw him speak at one point, particularly on Bam, when Bam's mental state was uh, questionable. And I think I mean, he wasn't like a jerk or anything. Like, he said positive, encouraging things in Bam's direction. I mean, like, they're old friends. Like, of course he wants him to be all right, but did he not make money when he did Wild Boys with Pontius? He's a vegan, runs a farm and a business, but is still crazy to a degree. I mean, aren't we all, hipster? We all have our weird little takes. I actually like Johnny Knoxville. I wish he was in more movies. I like The Ringer. Knoxville, it's weird. Like, I feel like he had a really good segue. I feel like that dude was able to pivot his success on Jackass into like bigger roles. And I think if he'd stuck with it, he could have done some cool stuff. I think, I don't know, it's weird. Like, sometimes you see someone like that, and it's like they're starting to take off, and they just sort of, I don't know, they just fall off or something. Or maybe it was just that people thought, or maybe he just got typecast. Like, maybe they were just like, oh, this dude can only do comedy. Or, I mean, what do I know? Like, for all I know, maybe the dude was just like, you know what? I just don't like doing movies that much. Maybe it was all him. I've been quiet, but I've been looking around. I don't know if anyone around here is into collectibles, statues, and figures. My wallet was crying after my recent haul. What'd you get, ET? What's the most recent acquisition? We're all mad down here. Good point, hipster. That was oh, that was not even. I'll tell you what, I watched Uncut Gems the other night, and Sandler, man, like, that dude's got so much more range than I think a lot of people want to give him credit for. Like, that was incredible. Like, it wasn't, I didn't think it had the most satisfying ending or anything, but Uncut Gems was really good. A little bit irritating, a little bit grating just because of the way that the sound was and everything, but I assumed that the way they had this constant overlapping dialogue was probably a thematic choice to kind of represent his mindset in that movie, and if you watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it was solid. Like, his performance really was like Oscar worthy, I thought. Grind the helicopter? Hold on. Let's see if I get over there. I'm gonna have to do it on the next run. That's not the helicopter. I have to jump back to the other side. His new movies are kind of, what, for Adam Sandler or Zac Efron? I do like Zac Efron. Every comedy or every movie I've seen him in where he had a supporting role, he was good. And I've seen him in one or two where he had not necessarily comedic support, but just more dramatic, like in oh, was it the Greatest Show with Hugh Jackman? I mean, granted, that's sort of a niche movie. It's like a musical, and a lot of people are like, well, that's not, Barnum wasn't that nice of a guy. But you know, I do like the Efron. He's fine. I will try to grind the helicopter. It's good. I mean, it's kind of like an art house flick, kind of. I mean, it's an A24 flick, so you know, it's gonna be a little bit different than, you know, it's not like watching X-Men or something, you know. Baywatch was kind of meh, but he had his moments. Ooh. That was a musical about P.T. Barnum, and it's got some good tunes. Like, I enjoyed it, but the thing, I loved me an underdog tale. The only problem with that was they painted Hugh Jackman in playing P.T. Barnum was made up to be a way more sympathetic character than he probably was in real life. Oh, I think I did. Oh no, I did see some of those then, E.T. I just thought you meant you gotten more since then. Well, they don't look that bad, but also, like, I have smoothing on, so it's making it look a little bit better. So if I go to smoothing and turn it off, because this is I'm playing on the PS3 right now, which again I hate doing because it's a time off, but now it looks a lot grainier because I turned off that smoothing. I've seen worse PS1 game graphics for sure. Oh, I would love to see more Logan-type movies. Also, I love, side note, on the subject of Logan, I love that Ghost of Tsushima is going to have that black and white filter that you can enable from Jump Street for people who love, like, samurai flicks, which I've never seen. Ever. I don't think I've ever watched a single samurai flick. I'm not opposed to the idea. It's just one of those things, like, you know, you can't do everything, right? Some things you just don't get around to. Josh is more impressed with my JoJo Nendoroids. I don't think I've seen them, have I? Have I seen those? I'm sure I would be, Sushi. You know I consider your word to be law, and when you tell me to watch something, I generally do it. It does, yeah, he looks a little different now, for sure. God, the music of this game was so good. It's like, I'm so glad they at least tried to get as many of the original tracks as they could. My inner game dev is crying. Shia LaBeouf as an actor, I think, was typecast in roles opposite his personality. Shia's he's a really chill dude. Like, I like Shia a lot. I love how brutally honest he is compared to a lot of the actors that you see behind the scenes in Hollywood. Like, I always respected Shia. I haven't seen Disturbia. I've heard good things, though. I'm playing badly, but it's more because I just want to try to get a feel for, like, the feel of turns and everything. Oh. That's bad. Actual cannibal? No, we're not doing it. Not tonight. Oh no. I thought I was going to break 40 with that one. No dice. He went a little crazy after the election in 2016. Not sure what he's up to lately. Josh, just pretend you see my small anime figure collection. Me and E.T. are fighting over your approval, and I need to win. Also, Sushi does speak with precisely that inflection. Sushi, I hereby give you the immediate edge in the collection battle between you and E.T. Only because I know that you send me the most gifts in Animal Crossing, and like I told Mario once, I gotta keep that gravy train rolling, okay? I never would have gotten that Iron Man suit on my own. Also, did you get the gift I sent you? Did that show up? You probably already have it, but obviously I couldn't hold on to a piece like that. I had to let it go, right? It was a moral imperative, Sushi. I don't know why Zac Efron's not in more movies. The man is beautiful. Red says you keep falling. Well, I'm also keep talking to the chat, too. You want pristine skate gameplay, Red, or do you want me to acknowledge every question and talk to people, okay? I can't do both, alright? It's too much to ask. I'm only a man. Sushi, that's right. I can appreciate that matter-of-fact face with the sunglasses, Sushi. Truly. You made the top 10? Wait, the top 10 what now? I gotta quit trying to do like a flip in the middle of that. Sloppy. So sloppy. Wait, what makes you laugh? What are you talking about? Red, you psycho. No. Yes, thank you, Josh. I will be a real sushi fairy in Animal Crossing. I'm counting on it. Because otherwise, I would have had to give E.T. the edge. In theory. I'm not saying I am. Because he has so many Marvel figures. And you know I'm a fan, Sushi. You know I'm a fan. Of course, Josh taking sides, by the way, my manly feelings were hurt at all. They were just deeply and utterly and assuredly wounded in the most painful and heart-wrenching way possible. I'm glad you took it in stride. That's what I'm hearing from you right now, E.T. Commendable. China's had multiple screw-ups going back a decade, mostly due to drunken nights on the road. He has cleaned up and is making a comeback on Netflix. He was on Hot Ones recently. Actually, I think I did see his Hot Ones. Josh is a champ? Maybe. In some arenas of life, yes. Like when it comes to eating tacos, oh, I'm a champion. Okay? Make no mistake, Red. Nope. Hug what, you big sweetie. Alright, last run. I have to get some sleep. It's gonna get close to midnight. Nope. Yeah, I feel like there's a better selection on Netflix than there used to be. I mean, I guess they are. I don't like fish tacos. Never have, never will. I barely like fish in any capacity. Occasionally, I can be bothered to eat popcorn shrimp. That's about it, though. I'm not a huge seafood guy. Okay, Josh, just spent some time playing Fortnite on the iPad. ... Ominous trailing ellipsis from the Oak City. And it was beautiful, wasn't it? Don't you lie to me, Oak. Ooh, my face. You may want to make it because it's good or because it's not good. I assume you mean because you enjoy the experience. Wait, what about Star Wars? I think they did some digital alterations to it, I believe. Not talking about Disney, I see. I mean, if I catch it, easy, Red. Josh is in cahoots with Disney? I mean, Disney does some cool stuff. They also do some creepy stuff that jeopardizes my boy Spider-Man. You know. I do my best not to paint in broad strokes, you know what I mean? In the immortal words of a man much greater than myself, good, bad, I'm the guy with the gun. I can do better. I'm nowhere near my glory days, Red, but you know. Like the aging hipster that I am, I'm gonna do my best to get back to a fraction of the way I used to play. And that ain't it. I actually put my face closed, glasses off, nice. Oh, it's very sharp, very fast. Like that is a smooth version of Fortnite. I'm not even a huge Fortnite fan. That was a sad parkour a little bit. No, just because I got in that contract dispute with Sony and they wanted more and more money, even though Sony was taking on most of the risk in that partnership, and they almost did in Tom Holland's Spider-Man until Tom Holland called the head of Disney and got him to work it out. Which I'm super glad for, because Tom Holland is an amazing Spider-Man. Right. Adrian, welcome back. Oh no! No! Tony, go! One more trick for the masses! Oh, Tony, you scrub. Alright, that's probably a good place to end it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. It's been fun. Anybody who's new here, again, if you'd like to join the Discord and hang out on a regular basis where we talk about things like pop culture, video games, creator stuff whenever we have occasion to do so, and also more recently a raging debate on the subject of pizza toppings, that's a good place to do it. As always, you can always check me out on Twitter as well if you would like to talk more completely about things like YouTube, video games. I'm not above talking about pizza on public forum. I just gotta be careful because people are so fiercely opinionated when it comes to that stuff. But for now, thank you guys so much for diving into this delightful, nostalgia-filled romp and a look at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, courtesy of the the Fat Boy PS3 over there. Give me some backward compatibility action. New video dropping tomorrow and Thursday. Things I like about collecting, things I hate about collecting, and then further down the line, my sad, lonely little Dreamcast collection. So, thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your evening again. Stay safe. Have a wonderful evening yourself. And